What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today on Madden 20, and we're doing a Detroit Lions rebuild. Hopefully this is for the first time. Last week, maybe accidentally, did a second realistic Broncos rebuild. I'm a Packers fan, I can promise you that. And speaking of Packers, man, absolutely smoked the Lions, completely deserved. Just honestly, if the Lions want a chance to win the division, they're just going to have to play better. Okay, I'm sorry, Detroit fans. Maybe I just baited you out a little bit. Gross. But yeah, that was quite the brutal. I will say, in fairness, both teams really didn't deserve to win, all right? But the Packers deserved to win definitely less than the Lions. Could have been a 0. If it would have been a tie, I don't think anyone could really complain. It was that bad of a game. It really was. But anyways, we're enough of that. You know, coach name, hello, funny joke. Everyone's going to be triggered. It's fine. We're going to rebuild this team. If the Lions were screwed against the Packers, leave a like on the video and subscribe to show the NFL we mean business, not to help me on YouTube. Now, Stafford, I don't know what his deal is. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he horrible? Is he great? I don't know. Sometimes he looks amazing, sometimes he doesn't. So we're going to just base it off of how he plays and have QB in the back of our mind at all times. Kerryon Johnson shows flashes of brilliance, and then sometimes it just doesn't work. You know, I will say the one thing that was glaringly good in that Packers-Detroit game is the Packers' run defense was insane. I mean, that was really, you know, you look at all facets of the game, both teams, it was the only thing that worked. And, you know, Kerryon Johnson's not an easy guy to stop. Another, you know, I guess another good thing was TJ Hawkinson. He almost seemed to get what he wanted against us. And, you know, stats aren't looking super great here, but he's super young. I think he does have superstar development, so he's obviously a huge piece. And tight end being really hard to solve in Madden. Thank God, Detroit, thank you. Thank you for making this easier. Offensive line, not the best group in the world, but in Madden terms, not terrible either. You got a center and a left tackle that are really solid. I know Ragnar, I think, is injured in real life. Rick Wagner, they paid a lot of money for him, probably not working out. If TJ Lang didn't, retire, this would be a pretty damn good core. Of course, left guard is needing to be replaced. Who the hell is this Crosby guy? He's a left tackle. Oh, he can fit guard, though. We'll put him at guard looking like a Damakong Sue. How you doing? Please don't step on me. I think if I could redo the name, I would do Don't Sue the Refs, like S-U-H. The one thing that I just don't understand is why there's so many pass rushers on this. Well, not even pass rushers, but big defensive linemen. This team is running a 3-4, so I'm not really sure what the hell they're doing with Trey Flowers. I know in New England they ran a versatile as well, but can they just let him sit on the edge? If I had my choice, I would put this team as a 4-3. Year one, I can't because that's what they do. You know, in real life, they're 3-4. But depending on how the draft goes or free agency, I think I can realistically move them back to a 4-3, which is what I think they can play better. I know Kennard, he's not bad in real life. He's actually kind of underrated. But in game, he's terrible. So at the end of the day, it's not about how good they are in real life, what their potential is in real life. If they're, you know, on the older side, which 28 is pretty old in Madden and normal, there's really not much more for him. Jared Davis, even entering the league, had such terrible coverage, and the potential is really low. But as of right now, he's by far the best middle linebacker. And then Walker, this would be a guy that I would like to develop if I was using, you know, the potential corner even. 24 is a little rough as a 1 year, but it's fine. It's you know, 23-year-old rookie, it appears. DB's not in the worst of shape, but definitely a lot to improve on. It's not a bad team. I think, you know, one good draft, one good free agent period, and we could be right at the top of the NFC North. So of course, this team has a lot of depth. Mike Daniels usually asks for around a 2-year deal, and let's see if the Buccaneers are going to make that signing. They trade a 3rd round for Mike Daniels, trying to make a push. They're actually doing a lot better than I would have expected. So not only do we, what do we get? Okay, didn't get his breakout. But here we are with negotiations. The team has money, and really, once again, not really sure why they went for Daniels. I know Deshaun Hand's injury was something, but it's not like, I don't know, I just don't think there was a need for them. I don't know. But Glasgow will give him a 3-year deal. I mean, there's some pretty good situations for cap here. But you're also missing some big names. You know, I think this team's missing a few big names. Sam Martin and Madden, not bad at all. We'll give him a 2-year deal as a punter. Hoping for it. hoping we could make the playoffs. Wow, Kerryon Johnson gets a speed upgrade with a power move ability. Only 89 speed after that. Yikers. I mean, he's not terrible in this game, but I want more speed. Headed to the playoffs, there actually is a legit chance. I'm used to doing this Dolphins experiment that we did. Wait a minute. It almost looks like Pat McAfee. 5-11. Nice. All the way across the board. Please tell me we didn't have like a good divisional record. Beat the Eagles. Lost to the Packers. There we go. Come on. Bears. Hell yeah. Beat the Bears once. Okay, it seems like we're kind of 50-50, but please tell me we're like at the bottom, right? The Buccaneers. I'm going to say that third round pick was the difference between them making the playoffs and not making the playoffs. 26. You got to tell me the Packers and Vikings, really? We won one. If we didn't win our most recent game, we would have been pick number 4. Maybe even, no, pick number 4. No, I think we would have been pick number 3. Actually, we might have been, what? Let's take a look at the divisional. 1 win. Yeah, I think we would have been pick number 4. Pick 3. Okay, I figured it out. We would have been a top 3 pick and said we're, what, number 8? Smart. I mean, just great. Great. Matthew Stafford played decently, so he'll stay. We'll still look for QB, but it's not going to be our main thought. And speaking of thoughts, your mama is a good lady, and just irrelevant talks. Pass rush, Damon Harrison killed it. Trey Flowers. Yeah, we're going to a proper 4-3. I don't care what anyone says. I think in real life, they don't even know what the hell they're doing. Like, they just move everyone around, so it's kind of irrelevant anyway. So we could have done anything we wanted if we really wanted to. Maybe even made the playoffs there if we would have been in a straight 4-3. Browns versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys win. No, they lost. No, I was trying to call it out. Yeah, against all odds indeed. I agree with that statement, believe it or not. All right, so did we have any development ups? Maybe Amendola. Not that I would really care, to be honest. Well, Amendola retired, so there's that. I don't see any upgrades in the development on offense. Defensively, I don't know who the hell this is. Oh, I know Christian Jones. Yeah, it doesn't matter, though, does it? It really does not. Walker went up. That's kind of big. 25 years old, star development. Okay, I think Quandre also went up, but he's a little bit on the older side. 27. I mean, I'll take it, as long as we're getting some sort of development ups. Let's take a look at the negotiations. So Rashawn Melvin, I mean, we could replace that easily. Same with Jermaine Kearse. Tavon Wilson, I know he's been on the team for quite some time now since, leaving the Patriots, but Same with running back. It's all about what you can get. Ooh, and what we can get is broke as hell because we're broke as hell. That's about that. Yeah, we're very broke. I don't know if we can really afford many of these players. So release some of the players that are costing a lot of money, and we're at 24 mil. Hey, Andrew Luck decided to come out of retirement, and I don't care. Antonio Brown is here with superstar development traits. Chris Jones. I mean, hey, this team might want another one. Brandon Sheriff? What? I mean, okay. I mean, welcome to the team. We need a good draft, by the way. We need to get a... I don't care what anyone says. We need an offensive... We need a quarterback. That's who we need is a quarterback. Emmanuel Sanders usually gets left behind, doesn't he? All right, so this team needs a new quarterback, and Dak Prescott is by far the best. Could you imagine? Can't even afford the half of what he wants. All right, we offered a few contracts. We got Sheriff, Jatavis, and Littleton, so we revamped the linebacker core a little bit. And, of course, offensive lineman, Sheriff, huge addition to the team. Welcome to the more than likely left guard spot. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. I think we're lacking the ability to develop in a way. But as a, squad goes, as far as it goes, it's not a bad starting squad. It's definitely a contender. We actually offered near minimum deals for Emmanuel Sanders and Jalen Mills, which are two very... Well, I mean, Emmanuel Sanders is huge, but two pretty big names for us. Emmanuel Sanders maybe only lasts a year, but maybe that year window is all we need. Oh, he's an 87? Or is it because he has the morale bonus? Dolphins would pick number 1, go with a defensive end. Right end for the Bengals. Right end for the Texans. A lot of defensive ends. Defensive linemen in general. The Packers land a great DT. O-line for the Vikes. And then we have a middle linebacker for the Raiders. Our picks, of course, is a quarterback here. Walter Timmons. meh. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we could get him, but Stafford just played really well. I have a quarterback later. I know this is a really weird draft board, but I have a plan to go up and get a few of these names. You know, I want Ryans and Seawright mainly. You know what? I'm just gonna take Seawright now. I think he's actually that good. I think he's worth a pick. I mean, that looks really good to me, and it looks good to me as well. I mean, if he's at least star, which once again I always say it, but he has to be with hidden. Totally worth it. The jumping is a little bit lacking, but pretty damn fast. Super young. I mean, that's a cornerstone piece for quite some time. Let's go to the next round and see what is there. Hopefully we don't have to trade up. Oh, I hate this game. It actually does that on purpose. There's no doubt about it. I can't even deny it anymore. It's on purpose. And then we have this guy. I mean, I really just wanted to draft him as a linebacker. We may have not scouted well enough. I mean, there just wasn't a whole lot of talent, you know? Like, there's just... Like, who do I go with? Do I just go with this random DT? Like, it just... I don't know what to tell you. That's all I can say. I don't know what to tell you. You have a 5th and a 6th rounder. We might as well just trade this pick for next year. So we trade our young left guard, Kennard, and a 2nd round pick, pick 39 to be exact, for a 2nd round next year, and pick 66 in the 3rd round this year. This game, it does it on purpose. It absolutely does it on purpose. Can we even wait? I mean, I feel like we can wait. Like, this DT Ben Jordan looks decent. He's a mid-5th. I mean, the QB is really what we want, right? So should we not just trade down again and just line them up? Pick 23 right here. Let's see what we can do. I had a wide receiver, actually. I might have forgotten to put him on, though. Draft board DT is there, so Ben Jordan. 72 hidden. I will take that any day of the week. Looks good. That's a gem and a half. Hopefully this QB's here. This is a whole 2 rounds early, so if he's gone, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. He's there. Michael Madsen. He's had a sick name. Super slow, so, you know, kind of reminds me of Stafford. Hey, I'm sorry. Stafford's a lot faster than that. Another 72 hidden. Okay, if he's Superstar or Superstar X Factor, he's definitely starting. He looks ridiculous. Brady? Hello? In fairness, the medium accuracy and short accuracy be switched. Be like a 99 short accuracy. Hello, Brady jokes. But that's a steal and a half. So we trade a decent amount of our picks. We trade our 2nd round. We trade out of the 2nd round to land a really good selection next year. And then we add a 3rd round. I mean, that's pretty good. I think, once again, we did have another guy. Where is he? I thought we had a lineman, no? Mario LaRubio. His name is too cool to pass. And he's hidden. He's hidden. I actually had no idea. I mean, he wasn't even on our scouting board. I literally chose him for his... Sometimes, I always make fun of it. You know, sometimes in the franchise, they're like, oh, I'm taking this guy because of this name. I'm like, stupid. But honestly, that just paid off for us. He could be star. He could be the worst player in the world. Doesn't matter. We took a random player. We kind of knew how good he was. You know, he had decent strength and whatnot. But really not a whole lot known about that guy. And yet here he is, hidden with a chance to start in the future. I don't know. Matthew Pounds. I'm sure he does. Going to be pounding it on our team. That's gross. 21 years old. Normal development. 60 overall. And not worth the pick. So 2 things. 1, I really want to see our developments. And 2, I really want to see that quarterback. We had a chance at him at pick 7 overall. So first things first, take a look at our guys. Kevin Seawright looking pretty good. This has got star written all over it, which is completely fine. We will still start him, though. It doesn't really matter what his development is. And it's pretty good. It's very good. Superstar X Factor. I really, we maybe one of you guys knows, but we, you know, maybe we need to start tallying down how many Superstar X Factors and whatnot we have. Star development for the DT, he'll just sit as a backup right now. Now, this is the big one. If we can have this guy as a Superstar X Factor, that would be insane. And he has star. All right, does he have... I thought he had longer hair. Star development, so he'll just sit behind Stafford and, you know, maybe one day replace him. So hidden, we didn't even look at his ratings, did we? I know we did. He's okay. 55 run block finesse, so he's got a lot of work to do. It's a steal, obviously, whether or not, you know, is great. How? Huh. What do I do now? Like, does he not start somewhere? Do we have an older guy or maybe somebody that needs a contract? Hello, QB. Let's take a look at that DT from the Packers because obviously super high overall. 79 overall. Probably the highest in the entire draft outside of maybe the QB. Wow, that guy looks good. If he has anything higher than star, he was the best pick in the draft. He doesn't, so our corner is the best pick in the draft. Where is that QB, man? He went all the way to 20 to the Saints. Walter Timmons, decent. He, base stats doesn't look as good as our guy, although a lot faster. He does have hit in us, so we'll see what he is. Probably a star as well. The Saints go from Drew Brees to another Hall of Famer. Because you can pretty much say that Superstar X Factors are automatic Hall of Famers because Dev can't drop, and they're already super high up. So here's... Okay, so he's normal development. Brandon Ryan's is the safety we wanted. I still would have liked to have him, though. I don't know how it would have ended, so I'm kind of glad with the, the names we have. But if we would have still landed the other names, then yeah, I still wanted him. Ronald Bradham, was this the... No, this isn't the guy at all. This is some other dude hidden. I don't really care. That's a steal for sure. Where's the safety we wanted? Here he is. Lyle Thomas, hidden development, 70 overall. The reason why I want him is to play linebacker, and he looks, kind of like a Jared Davis. Ironically, wrong thing. And star development. So nothing special, but we landed a really good draft, surprisingly. And the biggest thing out of all of it is the fact that, well, obviously we drafted an X-Factor corner, which is ridiculous. But we landed some good draft picks. I believe we landed a second and a third, an extra one for the next year, which is unbelievable. That's game-changing. But this is looking good. I like it. Can we start that rookie, though, on the offensive line? I don't know. Glasgow. Did we re-sign him to a 2-year? We may have done that, did we? Yeah, we re-signed him, which kind of sucks. But back up for now until, maybe when he's getting all this XP randomized, replaces Wagner. Who knows? But, yeah, really, really good draft. Decent free agency, adding Emmanuel Sanders, a new guard, which ironically we found out we didn't need. New linebackers, which we desperately needed. We found out we definitely needed them as we didn't draft any. We actually have Jared Davis still. Might be able to trade him off. I don't know. He needs a contract, and is he really worth that? He's kind of shown up as a bust. So it is time to move on from Jared Davis. Still young, still has time to, develop, but we have new guys. We're going a different direction. Jared Davis in the 4th round this year for the Rams' 2nd round pick, which will likely be basically a 3rd round. Their middle linebacker before Jared Davis was Micah Kaiser as a 65 overall, which is really interesting. Well, you see, Mr. Marvin Jones, I really don't care because he's, I don't know. All right, so we have some negotiations here. Darius Slay, I'm just going to sign right now. Oh, we have a lot of money in Stafford. Oh, actually, I should have looked at Stafford because he might have sucked. Because I'll, spoiler alert, we're not actually doing super hot right now. Taylor Decker, 2 for 18. We'll give him a 4-year deal. He's a little expensive, but he's a tackle, which is why they're doing it. Which is just kind of unfair. It really should just go by how good you are, but in fairness, in real life, you would see probably more of an expense than just what that is. Marvin Jones, I think, is a good player. It would be more of a tag situation, and of course, we got to get Darius Slay done. You got any coach plans for the bye week? I want to do extra prep because we don't have injuries on, so, 1 morale negative. He's 600 XP only. Going to the playoffs, and I'm honestly shocked. This is a ridiculous result, and you'll see why. 5-11. I'm sorry, but this is not a 5-11 bad team. It's one of the best offensive line in the league. Offensive lines. Did I forget to start him? Did I really forget to start him? Oh, I definitely forgot to start him. That is painful, but that's just the way it is sometimes. I guess to be fair, he wasn't a starting caliber player at the time, and we still lost. So now I really, I'm mad. But it was the realistic thing to do. You don't start a, youngster lineman. Basically, the game's saying that guy's got tons of potential. You just don't know it yet, So C-Wright, Superstar X Factor, he only went up like 4 overalls, which is really bad. Acrobat, Zone Hawk, solid. I think there's one called Universal Coverage, though, or something that's way better. I mean, this is a much better team than they gave us credit for. This is actually kind of disappointing. An 84 overall team should be making the playoffs, and Stafford, 24 touchdowns isn't going to get it done, especially with, only 16 rushing touchdowns. That's not crazy. Kerryon Johnson could go to Superstar, which is huge. Emmanuel Sanders could go to X Factor. We do have him on a 3-year deal, so He could stay on the team another year if he wants. I'm not against it. Pick totals, C-Wright was the best for us. Kicking, I mean, only 3 misses. It's, 3 missed field goals isn't going to account for 4 games. So I don't know what to tell you there. Did we have someone other than maybe C-Wright that could have won an award? I'm going to be really disappointed if C-Wright did win an award, because that's really bad then. No, he didn't. Okay, I figured as much. Sharif is looking ridiculous. He started as a 79. He's an 85 now. Absolutely killing it. Hopefully the Rams did poorly. I'll have to find out in a moment when they're in the Super Bowl. They did not make the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the developments. Carry on, maybe. So Emmanuel Sanders went up in development. Carry on didn't. We don't know the regression yet, but let's take a look. First one. Really? They gave him first one free. That's interesting. How elusive is he? Really? I don't know about that one. That's kind of weird. Littleton appeared to go up. That's actually pretty big. That's not. He's 27. Diggs is superstar. How hard is it to get development up? So it doesn't seem hard at all. Darius Slay. I don't think anyone else got a development up. But yeah, once again, we should not have missed the playoffs. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl and then try to see what we can fix. I think getting rid of Stafford might be the next move, especially if he regresses hard. He's 78 overall, which isn't a super hard regress. 84, 80, 86. How did Madsen do? Oh, he's 77 now. Oh, yeah, he's starting. I didn't know he was that high. We had him as the backup. Our QB sliders are only on like 175. I don't know. That seems a little weird. How much does it cost to cut Stafford, though? He's nearing the end of his contract. So it's a pretty big hit, but you're still saving money, so I don't know. So resignings, of course, Marvin, not anymore, pal. Prater, I would actually love to bring back. Oh, we're broke. Okay, let's take a look what we can do. Appreciate the offer. I offered him a 2-year, $3 million deal. He doesn't want it, even though that's what he's looking for. Everyone else can go away. Hopefully getting rid of Stafford does still free up a little bit of money, because as of right now, we are broke as can be. I think we're going to look for the most desperate quarterback team and see if we can get a deal done. Turns out we're the most QB desperate. Oh, the Patriots are definitely desperate. That might be the team. And knowing the Patriots, they would go with a smart guy. So Stafford, I think, knows what he's doing. Big Ben, I mean, they're not as desperate, but Steelers are pretty close. Ooh, please, what's this ability? Please be escape artist. Damn, what's his style? Because they didn't go improviser. That's the thing that sucks about using Mariota, is if you want escape artists, you have to go against the grain. You have to do everything that's not in your mental, your thought process for a QB. You got to go with improviser. Here's a superstar to have quarterback for the Vikings. What the hell? 65 overall. I have no idea how good this draft is coming up, but we're going to trade Stafford in a 3rd round next year for James Washington, who I believe right now is on a contract year. So, I mean, obviously they'd probably be looking to get him back, but QB is definitely a huge need for them. Stafford doesn't worth that much, but a 3rd round next year when they already have a guy like Deontay Johnson. He's a lot better than I thought he was, but 25, 3 years in the league, still only a 79. I believe he starts as a 75, so through 2-ish seasons, 4 overalls, it's not that great, so I'm going to allow it. Honestly, who the hell do we need? We need a wide receiver. Will Fuller, we've done plenty of times, not doing it. Even if we wanted to, we don't need to anymore. They let Trubisky go after a superstar development? Last ditch. What a weird ability, but it's pretty effective. It's just, do you want that to be one of the ability slots being wasted? That's the question. So we don't need Rick Wagner. We just released him. We saved $7 million, I believe. We took another 2.5 million in dead space, which sucks, but overall that's the case. Overall, I'm not really sure what we do with this team. Oh, Trey Flowers, actually. He went up in development. I didn't notice that. Superstar development. What's his abilities? God, that is just so disappointing when you see something like fake, unfakeable. Like, give me edge. What is it called? Edge threat? Like, if you don't give me that, I'm killing somebody. That's all I'm saying. Quandre Diggs, who's older, but he's superstar development now. You have Walker, who's 25, 26. Have a re-sign opportunity for him. Probably going to take that. Is he a negative? He's negative in morale, so he's like a 76 overall, I think. I don't know. Math is hard. Linebacker, you have Jatavis and Littleton on longer deals. They're both 78 overall. It's not always about how high you can get an overall. It's how good of a starter they are, and they're decent starters. You compare them around the league, and this is definitely one of the better teams, especially set up for the future, so I'm not really sure where you go. Like, you can't go running back. Kerryon Johnson had a very good season, probably should have went to superstar. He's doing really well. There's nothing you can do about that. Zach Cunningham, I mean, you could grab him and start him, but who would he replace? Like, you have Tavai, who's a 76 overall young guy. I think what it's going to come down to is better QB play. So hopefully Madsen could get it done. 23 years old, scheme fit. This guy could save us. So I lied. I wanted Cunningham. They wouldn't give him to me. And by they, I mean his agent, I suppose, and him, because, you know, he doesn't have any obligations. See, it's just like, why? How and why would Alvin Kamara be sitting here still with no offers? I'll put him at damn wide receiver if I have to. Satellite, matchup, okay, these are really bad abilities in fairness. Like, he's so sick, but they're so bad for Madden. But, like, what's stopping me from doing this? If no one's going to offer him a contract, hey, you want to be a part of something special? 36 total points? Probably not, but guess what? There's a chance he may accept, and then the whole video's ruined because people are weird at EA. So, like, are you telling me that he just didn't... he's just going to be a free agent? All right, makes sense. Start the draft. We have a middle linebacker as the by far #1 pick. Is he going to be there is the question. Probably not, because this game hates me. Well, that was actually going to be at my right end if the middle linebacker was gone. Eli Livingston looks absolutely ridiculous. 21. Definitely worth the pick. 75 overall. 74 overall anyways. 17th rank. Took him at 4. 85 speed, 87 excel. We drafted Jared Davis. Just kidding. He's a lot better. Kinda. Maybe he is Jared Davis. Nah, he's better. Maybe. I mean, all my picks are later. I had a guard here, and then I was going to, you know. But now I don't know what to take. Pick 60, and we had a third next year. The Browns steal that trade by a mile against us. And they take a different left guard that was insane. Did I forget to put him on? No, that wasn't him. Mine was a black dude, I think. Who's this? Hello. Calvin Hanna. But do I just take a guy? Like, we have a backup running back here, Ralph Mills, who looks okay. What about this Hanna person, though? Screw it, Calvin Hanna, whatever. Oh, normal development. He's pretty decent, and in a user league, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with this player at all. It's actually a really good pick in a user league. Catching would be a little bit better. You know, if it was better, it would be really good, but yeah, normal development for a running back, you could easily get that to, like, superstar in one season. We trade for the pick from the Eagles next year, and they end up with a left tackle, Bennett. I think we're going to go with Solomon Taylor. Hidden, 70 overall, 91 speed. Looks pretty good. I actually, a little shocked by that. You know, I'm not actually shocked by it because that person did, like, look kind of like an under-the-radar player. It's like EA's trying to be too smooth with it. So it's almost like a dead giveaway. Saints actually give us a nice trade. A late third and a late fourth. I'll take it. The Saints usually give me good trades. I can't even lie. Pick 12 and 15. Jesus, we might as well start taking some players here. Bobby's still there. Bobby it is. Looks decent. Ooh, normal. Really bad jumping. Decently fast. It's not a terrible pick in a user league, but in a rebuild, it's pretty horrible. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of trade downs, and let's just say we have a lot of draft picks, man. Christian Poe looks really good, though. I think we should really try to get him. Vernon Lane, he's got the potentials. He's a late 5th projection. So we landed a hidden safety, and I don't even know if that person's going to start. So it's going to come down to the tackle or the left end. D end is not a problem. We're going to go with the tackle, Shepard. Hidden, 68 overall. I mean, that's a steal. Once again, I don't know if he's going to start. Can we get another superstar? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We did. Ooh, Christian Poe. Give me Poe. Okay, normal, but he's 6'3". Okay, this would be a really fun user. What's his catching, though? 60 catching? That would be a really fun user, but once again, another, I wouldn't say bust because it's really late, but another pick that just wouldn't matter in a rebuild. So we made a couple of moves to add a 4th and a 5th next year, getting rid of some of our excess in picks. Please tell me the punter is there, which most people wouldn't say. We didn't look at the awareness because awareness doesn't matter. And normal development with decent stats. I can't believe they give like, why? Like, why, EA? Why does his throwing stats have to be so bad? Every punter should be at least in the 40s or 50s. Like, basically, when we say 10 throw power, are we not saying that the quarterback can only throw the ball, like, 4 yards? Like, let's say 90 throw power is 50-plus yards. What is 10 throw power? Like 3 yards? I think I just exposed DA on something. I'm just saying. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So we did have a couple of hit-ins, only one that was really major because, of course, this is a first-round pick. And it's definitely major. He's number 52, and he has Superstar X Factor. What's his other abilities? Big hitter, yes. Finesse, yes. High motor, yes. Predictability, yes. Normal penalty, trigger happy. I don't know what any of the hell that, like, what does that even mean? That's quite a good player. Hannah. Oh, damn it. I almost said the F word because I forgot that that's what F stands for. Forgot that he was normal development. Here comes Taylor with star development. That's fine. That's fine. You know, it's not really the biggest position to need. Who's the next guy? Tackle. Was that actually the last one? 24 years old. Why did we actually take this guy? Star development is... Why did we take him? He's 24. Like, he would have had a superstar or better. And I will say superstar or better because I think I actually seen in our Dolphins franchise, or not Dolphins franchise, Dolphins experiment, they drafted a left tackle that was Superstar X Factor, which I didn't know was possible. Or what video was it? Maybe it was actually the Browns' Joe Thomas. Maybe I'm thinking of that one. I don't know. But I'm almost certain it was an AI rookie. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, our plans at linebacker have definitely shifted. That guy could have been star development and probably changes things. Tavai, unfortunately, you are going to be going to... I'm sorry. Don't worry, bro. One day. One day. So going into year 3, this is what the starting lineup looks like. Of course, we do have to change something because we need Glasgow as what's his size? As the right tackle. The rookie, I don't care. You know, if we have to get rid of one of these linemen, he'll be there to back us up. But overall, we don't need him right now. It's just not going to happen. Lil Rubio, though, put him in the practice squad, 71 overall with Superstar. This guy's got a lot of potential, man. Could be like a 75 to 77 by the end of the year. You know, defense, linebacking core, I expect at least the 80s by the time the season ends because this middle linebacker is going to blaze it all the way up to the top. This is a good team. We put Jordan as the number 2, Ashawn Robinson as the number 3. Could replace Damon Harrison soon. I'm not sure. And that's pretty much that. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got for you. So I waited quite a bit of time to work on these negotiations. Damon Harrison's definitely, as long as he doesn't retire, definitely worth at least another year. I think even a hard regression here is going to put him at like an 88. Not the same with Darius. Maybe we should wait, but we're going to give him the offer. Another year, another solid showing, hopefully. Kerryon Johnson, 6-year deal, and lock him in long-term. He's played really well for us. Frank Ragnaw, I mean, you can't put a price on, young linemen unless it backups. Although the price there seems to be pretty expensive. Deshaun Hand, he's upgrading. He's getting there. You know, this second season properly starting for us. James Washington, this one we really should wait for, but I'm just going to give him the deal and hope for the damn best. Tracy Walker, yeah, we'll get him, and, we'll probably let Quandre go. All right, if we can win 2 of the last 3, I think we might be able to make the playoffs. And you've got to be kidding me. 7-9. Actually, might not have made it anyways. The Vikings were in top. 7-9, really? 9-17 for the 2 of the last 3 games. Okay, yeah. All right. If that isn't proof of choosing and picking and choosing what names you want to see in the playoffs, I don't know what is. Rushing was horrible. Receiving was okay for James, but everyone else was bad. Levingston, if he wasn't already Superstar X Factor, could have made it to Superstar X Factor after that season. 130 tackles, 2 picks, 3 sacks. Looking good. Seawright was decent. Kicking, Sam Martin was back at kicker. I believe he played kicker one time. It might have been like for a preseason set. I don't remember. 26 in offensive yardage. Nice. Love it. Livingston was the defensive rookie of the year, so we basically have one of the best middle linebackers in the league. The one day where I don't have a whole lot of time to work with is the day that EA decides to extra cuck us. 85 offense, 87 defense, top 5 in the league right now, and we missed the playoffs by quite a bit. Probably 3 games, maybe? 3 games away. James Washington is decent. I don't think we have regressions yet, so I really wanted to see what the developments up were, but we should just go to the offseason every time so we can see the regressions and the developments. Seahawks win the Super Bowl over the Ravens. It might have been back-to-back for them to at least make it. So it appears Emmanuel Sanders is retired. We need a new wide receiver, and Galladay is not too far behind, to be honest. What else do we have? There we go, Levinson killing it. Get him up there. Can we get him a scheme fit? Last second. How much money do we have? Because usually we have none. Nah, that's not terrible, you know. I don't know what his hit is, but probably like 6-ish mil, maybe. 4 to 6, 4 to 7. Quandre is decent, but I can't give him a 4-year deal, so I'll give him a 1-year deal. If he wants it, he can take it. If he doesn't, I appreciate your service, my man. I appreciate it, pal, but we're going a different direction. Emmanuel Hall is... Didn't think I was going to actually want him back. Nah, we'll let him go. We can get a better one in free agency. I think this is the free agency where we finally give our offense the true number 1 receiver it's been missing. Galladay has just not played the way he should. 19 mil to work with. Let's see. Kamara once again back in there. Please tell me there's a wide receiver. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Jair is in there. Lane Vander Esch. Jair's only star? Isn't he superstar X Factor now? Michael Gallup, though. All right, so we're about to get a Galladay, basically. I'll take it, I guess. It is what it is. Chark being wasted by the AI as expected. They do that thing. I don't know money we can, scrounge around, but I think we should just keep going all in as much as we can. 2 big names there. I think we can probably get away with it. It'd be nice to just solve the... Well, not solve, but just improve it even more. You know, we'd have pretty much all in, average of all 80 across the board. This is a pretty good looking roster, though. We just gotta start winning. I don't know. It's you just gotta win. I can't really say much more. We got Gallup. We did not get Pouncey, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. All right, so we have a slot corner and a safety. I'm hoping what happens is the corners go first, so then I can make a trade up, because I don't think they're both going to be there. I think they're both mid first. I just hope this free safety doesn't go. We have a strong as well. Okay, so there's Murray, which means we have to trade up. Simply put, 78 overall, though, which really sucks. Like, I really hope this other guy's good, but basically there's 2 5'9" corners that are almost exactly identical. Let's give him 2 fourths. I think they would do it. I think... come on. You've got to be kidding me. 2 fourths this year, then? You're actually joking me, right? So we actually make a big trade now. Pick 12, a 4th, and Coleman for 1 spot, which really sucks because if our guy's not as good as a 78 overall, that means we made a mistake. Now the question is, this is what our draft board looks like. We have 2 safeties, Minshew, which, the name, and then Wynn, who has the slightly better combine, or Triplet, who was almost exactly identical to the guy that just went. I think we have to go with Triplet because of that knowledge. There you go, 78 overall for Triplet. No zone coverage, which is ironic because our other corner is all zone coverage. Totally worth it. I'll take it. Now, I think we move until one of the safeties goes, and then we just trade everything we have. Oof, Win is gone, really. That was the one. 80 overall, great. Pick 40, pick 44, and 87 for 14. I think that's fair, right? We also threw in Glasgow. I might have just skipped over it because I was talking way too slow. Our next pick now is in the 3rd round after that. Minshew appears to be the guy. Oh, I almost just went with a 6th-rounder. Nelson Minshew. That's our guy. Ooh, 73 overall. I mean, I'll take Hidden, so, at the end of the day, Hidden could literally be anything. He could be 20 times better than the guy, for all we know. This could be a superstar X Factor, and the other guy is star or something. I don't know, but I'll take whatever we can get. I don't know if he'll start over the other guy. We'll see. Once again, it comes down to the development, but it could have been worse, I guess. I just hope we didn't get cucked over. Wide receiver Dwayne Hunt is still there. I don't know even how good he is, but we're going to go with Dwayne Hunt. Late 3rd, 2nd projection. Hidden, 67 overall. Agility suck. Wow, he is really bad. Yeah, there's no chance he plays, especially with Gallup, but I felt like we can maybe use a future player for when Galladay decides to croak it on us, but that's probably not the guy. And then we'll reach again. We'll take the other wide receiver, a little bit slower, but normal development. If we could switch this guy's ratings with the other guy's dev. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I just said. And then we have a punter, I believe. Was it a punter or a kicker? I don't know, but we're going to trade down, get to the 6th round, then take one. I mean, the draft went pretty well. I mean, we didn't really need DB that much, but we needed to upgrade it. So, we also do have to, in fairness, replace Darius Slay at some point. The kicker is there, Miles Bishop. We still need a kicker, so here he is, 68 overall. He's going to be the starter. 77 accuracy. I don't know why they make their awareness so damn bad, but it is what it is. I can't really argue with it. Here is triplet, is development. Please be good. You're a high overall. Please. Superstar, please. Star, it's fine. I mean, he's still a really good player. Minshew. Now, this is the guy that I have to have better. He's got Troy Polamalu. Hello? Superstar, what is it? If we go left and it's star, that means he's superstar. It's all right, though. I'll take superstar. By the way, is that going to mess up his dev? No, it doesn't. Okay. Dwayne Hunt. He did have hidden, so even though he doesn't look good, if he was like X Factor, he'd obviously be good enough to start. Yeah, he's terrible. Star development, not worth it at all. And I don't think we had another one. Now, the big news, we didn't really look at too many of the other drafted players in this rebuild, but let's take a look at some of the guys we missed. So, Khalil Murray, he was hidden, slightly faster, almost the exact same player, like literally the exact same player, a little bit heavier, weird face, I suppose, in his development. Wow, please be star when I go left. Okay, it is, but still, superstar by 1 pick. No. Now here's Win. Hidden for Mr. Win. 80 zone. Please be star. For the love of Jesus. Of course, with superstar development, there's just no question about it that he's going to start over the guy that was a rookie last year. Sorry, pal. You're kind of getting cucked here, but that's just the way it is. And I think that's pretty much that. At what point do we give up, though? Because, I mean, we're having decent drafts, actually really good drafts. You know, we landed a superstar. We landed Livingston, who's a superstar X Factor. Seawright, who's a superstar X Factor. We landed that late strong superstar guard. We landed some really good players. Even Madsen was a really big steal for us. I don't know. I just, like, where do we give up? 89 deep, 92 medium. I suppose we're still growing as a team. So, yeah, well, we'll give it some more time. This is tragic. 78 overall normal. He's been ruined. Look at him. Oh, what have they done? Why? Manuel Hall hit free agency as well. Let's take a look at these re-signings. Darius and Damon, we can't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. We do have to wait. I will give the benefit of the doubt on Hawkinson, though, even though he looks like something from Lord of the Rings. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You're super successful. I'm sorry. 30-year-old Sheriff, I think, is fine. Corey Littleton, I don't know about that. Tavai, I don't know. We should have probably traded him by now, but I mean, we're in a good spot. I like it. All right, submit to the playoffs. One of these years, maybe, please. Are you? I'm done. I failed rebuild. I've been recording this for over 3 hours now, and with a 87 overall team, the Lions aren't getting the credit they deserve. Leave it to EA to, even in the game, disrespect and cheat out the Lions. Let's take a look at what the overalls are, as we usually do. Let's just take a look at the division. 80 overall across the board for the Packers. The Vikings are 83. The Bears are 82. Who wins the division? Okay, in fairness, the division was kind of trash, but they were way worse than us, yet the Bears and the Vikings placed on par or better. What do you want from me, game? 87 overall. Panthers 85 overall. They're probably like 12-4. Rams 80 overall. Saints are 85. So the highest team so far is an 85. 85 for the Bills. The Browns are 83. Cowboys, they're one of the best teams. Always go to the Super Bowl. Only an 86. Why does the game do this? Like, I just don't understand. It's not an easy division, but like, why is this the case? Like, let's take a look at the divisions. I can't remember every single overall, but I can vaguely remember. Like 14-2. What was their overall again? Was like an 83, 84, and they went 14-2. Are you joking me? 85 overall. Wow, that's only 2 overalls lower than us. They go 14-2. We go 7-9. Super fair. Just amazingly fair things, you know? Not the playoffs. Let's see. Who did we lose to? Watch it be like really stupid teams. Was it at least a hard schedule? Okay, Patriots, they're irrelevant. They don't have a QB. Vikings, we showed they're really bad overall. We lost by 18. The Bears, they're bad overall. We lost by like 25. Redskins are one of the worst teams in the league. Jets, okay. Bills, at least they're a good team. Rams, 80 overall. Giants, one of the worst in the league. Buccaneers, I don't know how they developed, but they didn't seem to jump off the page when we looked at the overalls. Rebuild over. Fail rebuild. Once again, I'll show you the stats before we get done. The yards, not terrible. Touchdowns, not terrible. Picks, pretty good. Rushing, I mean, we did overall just didn't score a lot of touchdowns. Receiving, I mean, we have some good receiving threats. Taylor Decker gave up 17 sacks. Even the rookie right tackle didn't come up near that. Sack totals on par with what you would expect in Madden. Kicking, the rookie only missed 4 kicks. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, we aren't getting closer. We just went, what, 7-9 with a worse team. We kill it, 87 overall team, and we go 7-9 again. I'm done, man. The Giants are in the Super Bowl. 45-24 win for the Giants. Sometimes it just happens, you know. Sometimes we win back-to-back. Sometimes you win one Super Bowl in 3 years. A lot of the times. Sometimes the game just completely screws you, and there's just nothing you can do about it. This is what Madsen looks like after 3 years. He is an 87 overall. He has tons of morale, even though we didn't win anything. Michael Gallup goes up to superstar, which is really weird in fairness. I don't understand how that happened, but he did. What else? Defensively, we got Trey Flowers with a 9-sack performance getting to superstar X Factor, which just makes no sense. Unstoppable force, is that good? I don't know. Pass rush elite, that's pretty good, I suppose. But yeah, this was something. Damon would be gone. Slay would probably be gone. The cap situation's all right, but there's nothing we can do. You know what? I'll take a look at free agency, and if there's not names that would automatically completely help us, like if we can't find a DT and at least a linebacker that looks absolutely sick, there's no point, and I'm just gonna call it there. If there is, I'll give it one more season, but if not, I'm calling it there. And this is what I'm looking at. You have Williams is great player, super great. Like the free agency, it just doesn't look good. It's terrible. Yeah, that's going to be that. I'll leave it on here just in case we reload this team, because now, once again, as I almost say every single week, this is a front runner for a reload. The Lions fans screwed again. Big surprise. They're so used to it at this point. I've never seen that, man. Was that year 4? I think that was year 4, wasn't it? I'm trying to think. Was it year 4? It had to be year 4 because our quarterback's 3 years in the league, and he wasn't a rookie when he started. So I believe that to be year 4. 4 straight years without the playoffs. Even the Lions may make the playoffs this season. They look pretty good, and we made them even better. I don't get it. Let me know if you get it in the comment section below. Maybe subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!